Filtered. Live your life unfiltered and do it with Blue Star Tequila. Find Blue Star Tequila at Alamo City Liquors, Costco, Specs, and Total Wine.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Spurs are headed to Vegas, baby, after beating the Lakers 132-119 in LA in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. They have now advanced to the semifinals where they'll face the Oklahoma City Thunder. That game will be Saturday at 8 o'clock, a game you can actually catch here on San Antonio Sports Star. Tonight, we got Thursday Night Football. The Falcons taking on the Buccaneers. Starts at 30 minutes with the pregame.
If you smoke, take it outside. Get the facts at don'tpassgas.org.
This is Extra Innings with Pleasure.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Rock and roll! The Texans win it!
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
That goal is history! A walk-off home run!
And it's going to be legendary.
James Pleasure wraps your day with insight, opinion, plenty of sarcasm, and of course, your calls. He'll even pour a beer out the door for his favorite story of the day. This is Extra Innings with Pleasure. Now, here's Pledge.
What's up,
Welcome into Extra Innings with Pleasure right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I am James Pleasure. Appreciate you joining me, however you may be joining me, whether that's 94.1 on your FM dial, if you happen to be locked in listening live at sasportstar.com via our AA Best Bail Bonds audio player, or if you're watching the show live on YouTube. That's right, we stream all of our shows on YouTube. Just go there, search SA Sports Star. Go ahead, like, subscribe while you're there. Help us out. You can comment along with the show as it happens, or you can feel free to call in and talk the old-fashioned way at 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. You can also get us on X at SA Sports Star. You can get at me at I Am Pleasure. Welcome into the show. Appreciate all y'all rolling along tonight. And the Spurs get a 30-piece from Castle, 30, 10, and 6. And, man, it was impressive. Mitch Johnson impressed with Steph Castle.
He's relentless. And I thought he did a phenomenal job tonight of harnessing that relentless attacking energy and aggressiveness and playing the right way, getting off the ball when he saw a crowd and letting the game call upon what was needed at the time. And I thought he did a phenomenal job of that.
Now, it has been a bugaboo of sorts for the San Antonio Spurs when it comes to the third quarter coming out of halftime. And after building that big lead going into the half, started to worry about a run from LA. But every time they tried to make a run in the third quarter, the fourth quarter, first quarter, second quarter, didn't matter what quarter, the Spurs had the answer, and Mitch Johnson impressed with the composure of how they responded each time the Lakers made a run.
I thought our competitive response was good. And then obviously a team like that's going to make runs, and they have a lot of ways to impact the game. They've been in those games so many times, and when you get a little wobbly or bend a little bit, you need to just kind of double down on game plan execution, playing together, do more of the little things, as much as it feels like you need some big play to be made. And I thought we did a really good job of that.
Now, Keldon Johnson had himself a good game. He has been phenomenal this year for the Spurs coming off the bench and is filling that role absolutely perfectly. But he's doing even more than that, just that when it comes to his contributions to the team, according to Mitch Johnson.
You know, you see it all over the place. The kid's just falling on the floor. He puts his body in harm's way for the betterment of the team every game. He's the heart and soul of the team. We got a lot of big personalities and we got a face of the franchise, but that guy's the heart and soul of the team. And I think you can see it when you watch us for long enough.
So everybody throwing Keldon Johnson into any trade proposal they can think of, you might want to think again, because when you hear the words heart and soul of the team, it is a much bigger piece to the puzzle when it comes to him buying into his role, everybody seeing him buy into his role, thrive in his role, and them doing the same when they're asked to fit certain positions. Now, one of the things that I've been impressed with is how's this 3-guard lineup going to work? How's it, whether it's the all three on the court at the same time, how you divvy the minutes, what's going on. When you get Fox, Harper, and Castle, you've got 3 players that have essentially the same skill set. So how is that going to work? And so far, Mitch Johnson pushing all the right buttons when we have those 3 in the lineup together.
I thought they did a phenomenal job pushing the pace, even in the first quarter when they were scoring. Sometimes it's just human nature, right? You take the ball out of the net, and whether your shoulders drop or you just lose a little energy or on to the next thing. And I thought we did over time a pretty good job of just committing to the pace, even if that meant you gave up a bucket, and you just knew over time the way that we're playing and capable of with our depth and handlers, it plays to our strengths, and we have to do that regardless of sometimes of the outcome of the previous play.
Mitch likes it. What about the 3 guards themselves when you're talking about how they work together? Fox describing making those 3 complement each other and how they play and feed off of one another.
Off the court, they're so young, like they're just super young minded, but I mean, they're great guys to be around. As a team, do game nights, guys like to play board games. Like there's many different things. I think that guys try to do something together, figure out ways to get together. But I mean, just their talent on the court, them being able to get downhill. I think they're easy guys to play off of because they are so unselfish and they have the ability to create for themselves, create for others. Same with me, but I think it makes it easy to play off of guys like that.
Dylan Harper also asked about that continuity of him, Castle, and Fox all playing together.
I mean, for us 3, I think biggest thing is no ego. I think when we all came in, we all kind of connected right away. Obviously, me and Steph a year apart, and Fox has just kind of embraced us. As just, yes, he might be older, stuff like that, but he's gonna embrace us. And he's gonna help us out when we need help. He's also gonna empower us when we need it. So I mean, just having a vet like him, an all-star like him that gives back to the game and just helps us out in so many ways. I mean, this shows his true leadership.
And the no ego is definitely reinforced when you look at the box score. And once again, you see 7 Spurs in double figures post game on the court with Cassie Hubbard, Castle talking about how they're able to distribute the ball so equally.
Yeah, I mean, we all just want to win. We don't care who does it. We just want to get it done at the end of the day. So we have a very versatile team, very deep team. So it's a lot of guys that can get it done every night.
We just want to get it done. We don't care who gets it done. As a team that has sacrificed ego for wins, and it is showing up on the court as this team is now 9-3 without Victor Wembanyama. And they're playing on Saturday in the NBA Cup semifinals against a team that just beat the Phoenix Suns by 49 points in their quarterfinal game. They have 1 loss on the season. They are threatening the Warriors record. They are threatening the Bulls records. They are threatening the all-time NBA wins record. And will we be seeing Victor Wembanyama on Saturday? Has he done enough to at least give Mitch Johnson any sense of, I think he may be really, really close.
Very much so. He had a really good day today. He had a very intense day this morning, and we'll have to see how he responds and reacts tomorrow.
Very much so. So it's going to be very interesting to see. But what happens when Vic comes back with how well this team is playing? I mentioned 9-3 without him so far on the season. De'Aaron Fox says, don't worry about that. Vic, the changes to the offense are going to be a good thing.
We try to do the same thing. Even when he was playing, we wanted to have our pace up. And obviously with him, he's around the rim so much, and this is defensively, we get the ball out with Vic trailing. I mean, he's one of the best bigs ever to play that's also can play on the perimeter. So I think it makes his game even easier. Like I said, with the 3 guys that we have, and even with like KJ and Dev, like guys being able to get downhill, you touch the paint and Vic's trailing. Either the big is guarding him or he's stopping the ball. and you're throwing it to Vic for a warm up trailing 3. So like those are things that we would consider a successful possession, make or miss. Vic's getting a wide open 3 with 16 on the clock. Like that's a great possession for us. And obviously whenever things do break down, that is someone that you can get the ball to, you can slow it down, and he can create for himself or create for somebody else. So I think it adds a dynamic to our offense.
Now, one thing that did happen last night, LeBron James yamming on Luke Cornett and then just staring at him and screaming into his face for 4 seconds. And it's crazy. He didn't get called for a technical on that in terms of unsportsmanlike and baiting, whatever you want to call it. Right there in the face of Luke Cornett earlier this morning. The guys on the morning huddle, AJ and Rob, talking about that play.
But we haven't talked about a little thing that happened last night in the Spurs-Laker game. Remember the LeBron dunk when he turned and screamed into Luke Cornett's face?
What was that all about?
Good. Well, first of all, 45-year-old man doing what he did, however old he is, that's pretty damn impressive. But, dude, what did Luke Cornett ever do to you?
Rivers.
Well, that was a death scream. His war face.
I know. I think that's what he was. I mean,
that's a meme now.
So I think LeBron, when he scored those 8 points, and people were, I mean, of course, everybody. This is the thing about LeBron. Anytime he has a bad night, people rush to call him washed, and like,
oh yeah,
like the idea that a 40-something-year-old man is no longer a top 3 player in the league. Now he's quote washed. I don't understand it. I've never been like a LeBron hater. I'm also not a person who says like, oh, LeBron's better than MJ. I appreciate LeBron for what he is. He is certainly one of the 3 or 4 best players that's ever walked the face of the earth.
Still pretty good.
And he is certainly the best player to ever do it at the age that he's at now. And that's not even close. Like the late era Jordan was nothing compared to what LeBron is now.
No,
but I also, so maybe he's a little bitter that everybody's
he
talking
chose
about
violence against Luke Cornett. I mean, that was, dude. I mean, I'm impressed with the dunk, and you be happy, but he looked at Cornett like Cornett took some of his mother's money.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Boy.
But, got after him. He got after him.
Oh, yeah. And I will agree with AJ. I think LeBron gets a lot of undue hate and people rushing to call him washed or people wanting to say he's the best ever or not the best ever. Can't he just be one of the greatest that ever played the game? He has been everything touted coming out of high school and more. And that is impressive enough in and of itself, because the expectations on him coming out of St. Vincent St. Mary's in high school at 18 years old and meeting and surpassing said expectations is wild. And the fact that we just all can't meet in the middle and just say he's one of the best who have ever done this. Does he have to be the best? Does he have to be the worst? Does he have to be washed? Like, why do we have to run to the polar extremes of every single topic, of every single debate? Can't we all just play in the middle a little bit more? It's wild to me that that's where we're at in this world. But hey, you're entitled to your opinion. And your opinion, if you think he's one of the best that ever played the game, is probably closer to right than people that think he's one of the worst players in the NBA. He's up there. He's near the Mount Rushmore. He may be on the Mount Rushmore when it's all said and done. This is Extra Innings with Pledger. I am James Pledger here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. When we come back, though, Stephen Jones, executive Vice President of the Dallas Cowboys and COO, he joined the Blitz earlier today as they were live from Army-Navy Radio Row up there, presented by USAA in Baltimore, Maryland. We'll bring you some of that as we come back and get you ready for Thursday night football between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. That's all coming up here on Extra Innings with Pledger on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dallas Cowboys fans, come on down! It's AJ and Rob from the Morning Huddle, and you could be the next contestant on
The Stat Is Right.
Every week leading up to the week of the Cowboys home game. AJ and Rob toss out a Cowboys player and a stat from the upcoming home game. Passing yards, rushing yards, number of times Dak adjusts his wristband mid-play, or perhaps CeeDee Lamb mouthguard chews per quarter. Whatever. All you have to do is predict that stat, get the closest, and bam! You're headed to Jerry World with a pair of tickets to the next Cowboys home game. Think of it like The Price is Right, but instead of winning a blender, you get to scream, "How about them Cowboys?" inside AT&T Stadium. So study up, Cowboy Nation, and listen to the Morning Huddle to play. The Stat is Right, only on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season. I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text AREA to 42424 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text AREA to 42424. That's AREA to 42424.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are part of healthcare sharing now because it just makes so much sense right now. And MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot. We know this from member surveys. MediShare has been around for over 30 years. It is a proven thing. And if you join before December 15th and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee. So you save $100 right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline's December 15th. Call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Find the most wonderful gifts at Macy's Friends and Family Sale with incredible deals on our best brands like Donna Karan, Yvette Lafite, Calvin Klein, and more, all at 30% off. Plus, take 15% off beauty and fragrance from Lancôme, Clinique, and Yves Saint Laurent. Or Star Rewards members can earn $20 in Star Money for every $100 spent on eligible brands. Ends tonight, only at Macy's Friends and Family Sale. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Protect your home and auto by bundling them with Progressive, and you'll have a little less to worry about. But we know you'll find other things to worry about. Like that text you just got from your boss. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Hey, call me when you get a sec. Oh, hey, call me when you get a sec. Yeah, this is bad. Oh, well, at least you protected your home and auto with Progressive, so you don't have to worry about that. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Legendary doesn't happen by chance. It happens because it's what BetMGM does. Sign up for BetMGM and check out all the exciting new ways you can make this football season unforgettable. Enjoy our all-new app design and same-game parlay builder, which will take your experience to a new level. Earn BetMGM rewards points from your bets. Take advantage of football promos found nowhere else, like a second chance offer on a first touchdown bet, and keep an eye out for rewards dropping in your account throughout the season. Never settle for ordinary. Sign up today. BetMGM. Make it legendary. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Promotions may vary by market. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
The following is a dramatization.
Davis Law Firm, how can I help?
Hi, I got hurt in Iraq, but I don't know if it's really worth getting an attorney.
Don't worry, you called the right place.
I'm Jeff Davis. At Davis Law Firm, we're here for you 24/7, and you don't pay unless we win. We recently secured a jury verdict for $210 million in a wrongful death case. So if you've been hurt, call us at 444-4444.
Davis Law Firm, San Antonio.
South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys, 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. Sunday night at 7:20, the Cowboys take on the Minnesota Vikings at home in Arlington. Pre-game at 6. Presented by AA Best Bail Bonds, the Davis Law Firm, Hornitos Tequila, Connecticut, and Jim Beam. 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Dallas Cowboys. 94-1.
Welcome back to Extra Innings with Pleasure here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Appreciate y'all rolling through with me tonight. We got tickets to give away. The Toadies are coming to the Aztec Theater on December the 27th. And if you want a chance to go, be caller number 5 right now, 210-656-ESPN, 656-3776. I want to hook you up. Toadies, December 27th, out at the Aztec Theater, brought to you by Live Nation. If you don't win your tickets here, you can always get them online at livenation.com. Earlier today on The Blitz, Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones joined the guys as he talked about them and their potential playoff hopes, and also updated us on the status of CeeDee Lamb.
And we are live from Baltimore, site of Army-Navy Weekend, presented by USA. One San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He is Jason Minix.
And while we'll talk a lot of Army-Navy Weekend, let's talk some Dallas Cowboys right now. Stephen Jones joining us here on the Buyers Barricades guest line. And Stephen, looking at the injury report from today, CeeDee Lamb, a full participant. Has he cleared concussion protocol? Is he going to be good to go Sunday night against Minnesota?
Yeah, barring any setback or something that, we don't expect, he should be ready to go.
Well, that is certainly good news. The other thing is Trayvon Diggs, Stephen. I know Brian Schottenheimer said the other day that he's got to do some things better before he can get back on the field. What's going on there with Trayvon Diggs? Is he still injured, or is this a discipline problem?
No, I think it's at the end of the day, it's tied to injury because he misses practice time. And in order for him to perform at the level he needs to, the expectation is he's got to be out there in practice and obviously be available, for the meetings and things of that nature. He's got to put in the full body of work. And, because of his limitations this year, he, had gotten away from that. So we just got to get him dialed back in, and I think things will work themselves out, hopefully.
Well, and as you say that Schottenheimer using the term consistent with all of that, would you expect to see him Sunday night or in the near future?
Hopefully in the near future, for sure. I mean, we'll take a look at the full body of work here after Saturday's work, and we'll make a decision on this week after Saturday.
Well, Stephen, you have to be happy, I would imagine, the fact that, unfortunately, you guys went to Detroit and lost that game, but Philadelphia lost on Sunday as well. The Dallas Cowboys are still right there. Obviously, you've got some work to do, but there's got to be some optimism, I would think, there at the Star.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it was very disappointing for us not to, do the things we needed to do to win the Detroit game. I thought we fought, we competed. We gave ourselves a chance there at the end. Obviously, couldn't get them out when we cut the lead to 3. But the good news is Philly did end up losing their game as well. So we're in the same spot, one less game to play, but same spot as we were the week before. And, I really like, the way this team is coming around. that was a really good team we lost to in Detroit on the road. They play well, but I fully expect us to go out and play, in which we've done all year, play really good football in front of this home crowd.
Stephen Jones, as you visit with us here on at 94.1 at San Antonio Sports Star, I think about where you're at watching this team, especially on the defensive side, get better throughout the season. Hopefully it's not too little too late, but what are the biggest differences you're seeing out of this defense?
I just think it's one of just consistency, and I think a lot of that has to do with what our players expect and what they, we're trying to do the things that Coach Eberflus expects from them. And then the flip side of that is Coach Eberflus just getting a feel for our personnel, what they do best, and then evolving into what we've evolved into. Obviously, we made some trades. The big one, of course, being Quinton Williams, and then a huge deal is getting Overshown back.
And that is a big deal, and it's going to be very interesting. We've got Thursday Night Football coming up, presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. You can catch that full interview in our audio vault at sasportstar.com. I'm also going to put it up on YouTube here in just a minute. I appreciate all y'all for rolling along with me tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you. I've actually talked about this 3-guard lineup with Jeff Garcia on Locked On Spurs, which dropped today. Just go follow at Jeff G at SpursZone.com or go to my Twitter at IamPledger, and you can see me reposting it there. So go check that out. Give it a like. We got Thursday Night Football, Buccaneers, Falcons coming at you, presented by Flight by Yingling. Call your loved ones, check on them. You never know what people are going through in life, and a simple, hey, how you doing, can change everything. More coming up tomorrow right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure, but don't forget, start your day with Rob and AJ. They got Brian Schottenheimer tomorrow morning as they get you ready for Friday's game, and of course the Blitz from 2 to 6 live, day 2 from Baltimore. And what a guest list they have. Mike Mayock, RG3, Miss America. They're going to have a stacked crowd. So call your loved ones, check on them. We will check you here tomorrow right here on Extra Innings with Pleasure on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. More than 1 million people are part of healthcare sharing now because it just makes so much sense right now. And MediShare is the gold standard. Members like it a lot.